This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tel Tanner.
In the booth on another Monday here for the Lancer Locker on KYNT 102.1 FM AM 1450. Rolling as we are ready to talk Mount Marty University softball today. As promised, as we talked earlier in the day on this channel, we'll talk Mount Marty softball now with Megan Toplovich, a Mount Marty 7th year senior and a captain for the softball team. Wanted to talk with her about her journey through college, the red shirt, the years that she's taken off for different reasons, the transferring, coming into Mount Marty, and now coming back in and finishing up her softball career. We spoke with her all about it, and of course, the head coach for the Mount Marty softball program in Cassandra Brown. So let's go ahead and get to it here on KYNT. Coach Cassandra Brown is in her 2nd year as the head coach of the Mount Marty Lancers softball program. Last year, the softball program had a pretty good year in the 2025 season. Now coming into 2026, they were about 500, 20-21 overall, 10-12 in conference play. They end up finishing the year with just outside the GPAC tournament, I believe. They finish up with a doubleheader loss to Midland. It was a tough end of the year where the Lancers ended up falling in 5 straight games to finish it. This year, a little bit of chip on the shoulder of the team for sure going into this one. The season will start February 8th over in Sioux Center, playing in that dome over there. Let's go to our week in review first before we get to our interview with Megan Toplovich. We spoke with her earlier today with both of these two athlete and coach earlier today, and we'll talk a little bit about that coming up. Let's go to our week in review first of what we saw over the last couple of days. First up, the Mount Marty cheer team was at the Dort Competitive Cheer Invite in Sioux Center over the weekend, and the Lancers placed 4th on Saturday. They scored 64.27 as a team, finishing ahead of 2 GPAC foes in Waldorf and Concordia, as well as York and Mount Mercy. The Lancers are going to be off until February 7th, when they then travel to Seward, Nebraska for some competitive cheer. In basketball action, both teams got wins on Wednesday. They won over Waldorf 7-8. Now are the Lancer women on the season. They won over Waldorf, final 97-39. It was an incredible game for the Lancer women's basketball team. But the men's basketball team in the second half of the doubleheader, they really stole the show. Now they also got a win. They're now 9-5 on the year. And they won 107-103 in one of the higher scoring games in Lancer history, 210 combined points in that matchup. Lancers get the win, and they win it with 66 second half points. I think they put up 46 straight points without a miss to start the second half, which is genuine history here. Let me give you the numbers. The Lancers go in the first 10 minutes of the second half. This is a 10-minute stretch, 15 for 15 from the floor and 8 of 8 from beyond the arc. They put up 15 straight shots and hit them all to start the second half. It was a 10-minute stretch where they did not miss, and it was 46 points without a missed field goal. A couple of free throws in there as well. It was genuinely impressive what the Lancers did. That is actual history, probably the greatest 10-minute stretch in Lancer history. We might never see something like that again. Propelled on that run, they were able to win the game. Hold on late, they win 107-103. Senior Jake Jensen with a career high 33 in the win. A great game for Jake in that one. Turn to upcoming schedule for the basketball teams. They got a home game on Wednesday, doubleheader versus Hastings College. That'll start at 6 o'clock as usual on Wednesday evening. Pregame 5:15 on KYNT right here and KYNT-TV YouTube and the GPAC network, of course, as always. With that, that's our week in review. Let's go ahead and take a break now. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, and we'll speak with that 7th-year senior of the Mount Marty softball team in Megan Toplovich, a senior and a captain who transferred in a couple of years ago and has been here for quite a while. We'll talk with her up next. You're listening to 102.1 FM AM 1450 KYNT.
Hi, I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate. Buying or selling a home can be complicated, but with 20 years of experience, I'm here to put you at ease and make the process as easy as possible. We offer moving boxes and the use of our courtesy trailer to make your real estate journey a smooth one. Call me, Deb Speck, with Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more, all at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, bison, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. The Meat Lodge in Yankton on the way to the lake on Highway 52. For more, call 689-3000 or go to themeatlodge.com.
Slumberland Furniture is your local destination for top brands like Lazy Boy, Ashley, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and more. Carrying a full range of mattresses and furniture for every room in your home, you'll find styles you'll love at values that make sense. From everyday essentials to name brand comfort, Slumberland offers the selection, and their service goes the extra mile. Visit Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway in Yankton, where helping you create a comfortable home is what they do best.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arm, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive SmartWire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Carbless handcrafted premium cocktails are a ready-to-drink vodka and tequila-based cocktail with no carbs, no sugar, gluten-free, and only 100 calories. It's guaranteed to be bursting with flavor in every sip. The Carbless Mix Pack is sure to please any crowd with a compilation of all the best-selling ready-to-drink cocktails, including sweet, citrus, and a twist of tequila flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and margarita. Grab some today. Carbless Cocktails. Less is more.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
All right, back here in the Lancer Locker on KYNT, 102.1 FM, AM 1450, as we now talk with a Mount Marty softball senior, very senior player in Megan Toplovich. Thank you for coming in today and talking with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's go ahead and start with that. I say very senior because your journey in the classroom is definitely not traditional. You've been here for a long time. I think you said you graduated high school in 2019.
Yes,
and
correct.
2026, You're still here. So tell me about this journey and what it's kind of been like.
Yeah, so right out of high school, I went and played at a JUCO in Montana, and our first year was COVID, so we got sent home, and then for JUCO athletes, your first and second year didn't count as an eligibility year, so you got both of those years back, and I ended up playing a third year at my JUCO just because I had no idea what I wanted to do, and there wasn't a ton of recruitment opportunities just with COVID hitting pretty hard, and I went to, I think, 4 or 5 different schools to go on visits, and I was choosing between a school in in Great Falls where I live and here at Mount Marty, and I ended up actually signing with the other school first, and then like a month before we were supposed to be here, I kind of just had a gut feeling that I had made the wrong decision, so I had reached out to the coach here at the time, and my offer was still standing, so I just packed up and came to Yankton.
And that was like a month before this semester?
Like a month before we were supposed to be here, and everything kind of worked out that way, and I've been here since then, so.
Now, was that before the spring or fall semester?
Before the fall, when we started in fall, so.
So it was like August, basically.
Yep, August, pretty much. Wow. Probably like the end of June, early July, I decided.
Okay. And what year was that?
That would have been, I want to say 2022 or 2023.
All right. So you've been here in Yankton for quite a while. And I know you've been playing for the team. So how many years have you actually played with the COVID and the JUCO eligibility, how many years have you actually had on the softball field?
So this would be, like, technical terms, this would be my 6th year.
Wow.
So technically it's been like a span of 7 years because my first year here, I wasn't able to play, but I couldn't even put on a jersey that year. So,
wow. So experience, you could say.
Yes.
You know softball pretty well, which is maybe one of the reasons that you were chosen as a captain this year. And that's got to be really, really good feeling as well, being a captain for this team.
No, absolutely. It's an honor when your coaches think that, you're somebody that can be a leader for their team. So when I found out the news, I was very excited.
And as a 7th-year senior, I believe, you've been a leader for a while. You've been the upperclassman for a while. So I guess leading probably isn't that new to you.
No, I wouldn't say so. I think when it just comes to being a leader, your only job is to lead by example and do the little things right and, be somebody your teammates can come to and be approachable and, yeah.
So we talked a little bit before we turned the mics on about this journey, and you instantly said, "I'm the team grandma." Is that how you are known by your teammates?
Yes, my nickname this year is Mima.
Oh.
So.
Mima, huh?
Yep, you could say I'm the great-great-grandma of our team.
That is hilarious. How old are you actually?
I am 24.
24. So You're not even that old, honestly.
To some of our freshmen, they might think differently, but I like to think I'm not that old.
That's pretty good. All right, let's turn to off the softball field and go to the classroom itself, as we were talking about this journey and how different it's been. And here's something different. You graduated this last spring, and now you're back, not to grad school, for a different bachelor's.
Yes.
I need to hear about this. So what did you graduate with, and what are you now working towards?
So I have a bachelor's in human service and a minor in psychology. I switched my degree to that after my first year here because I really thought my entire life I wanted to be a teacher, and the more that I got into it, it just wasn't something I felt like I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I switched to human services, kind of just not really knowing what I wanted to do. Like I was kind of thinking of going the school counseling route or, clinical mental health psychology. And I had wanted to switch my degree to radiology at that time. And it was just something I was in a place in my life where I just kind of wanted to get out of Yankton and like start my life. And then anyways, when Coach C became our head coach, we had talked about that. I had that last term still. And it just kind of worked out. Me and my family just decided I was so close to already finishing the degree that I was going for to finish that. And if radiology was something I still was really interested in, I can always come back. So it works out this year that I finished my prerequisites since I have all, the other coursework completed. And then I just got accepted to clinicals at a Very Sacred Heart Hospital here in Yankton. So the next 2 years I'll be doing that program.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So to wrap up, what is the new degree you're pursuing?
Radiologic technology. So those are the people that take your x-rays. You can cross-train into MRI, CT. There's lots of different kind of modalities you can go into with that degree.
Absolutely. And I've heard a lot of good things about the program at Mount Marty as well.
Yes, it's a very good program.
All right. Let's go to softball this season as you're about to start what is going to be your final year of eligibility.
Yes.
Finally, after 7 years.
Yes.
So 7 years in, you got to have goals for your final year. You've known the final year was coming someday or one day or another, even if it was 7 years from when you first thought about it. What are some of your personal goals? Maybe something you want to see yourself do in your final year?
Honestly, I can't think of exactly what I want to do. Mainly my goals are just for our entire team. I really want us to go out there and play for each other and go get a championship at the end of the season.
Absolutely. That would be definitely something that would be fun to see. And I know the team has made just so many strides in the last couple of years. It's been fun to watch y'all play. And I'll thank you for coming in here today. Do you have any final message here for maybe family or anybody that gets to come watch your games or is always cheering you on?
We're just ready to get rolling, and we're excited to see us take the field this year, and it's going to be a good one. So watch out for the Lancers.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for coming in and talking with me. Mima, you have a great season.
Thank you.
Runza's barbecue bacon Swiss burger is for barbecue lovers.
I respect barbecue.
That's great, Carl.
No, you don't understand. The balance of sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, the crispiness of the bacon, the way Swiss cheese just melts over everything. It's an art form.
So you approve?
I'm having a moment here.
Try the barbecue bacon Swiss burger at Runza, because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Those are the sounds of loyal companions looking for a new home and family. The Heartland Humane Society has dogs and cats looking to become a new member of your family, ready for adoption today. Every animal available for adoption is vaccinated, spayed or neutered, microchipped, and dewormed, saving you over $200 or more in vet care while giving you a loyal friend. Come visit all available animals at 3400 East Highway 50 Yankton or online at heartlandhumanesociety.net.
When First Dakota National Bank created Dakota Mac in 1993, we knew we could offer ag producers something few other banks dared to. Long-term, fixed-rate loans for ag real estate refinances and purchases. Today, we go by Landera, and we provide the same great service. And even more banking options to help your operation thrive for generations to come. Banking evolves. Trust endures. Landera, a division of First Dakota National Bank.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
A big thank you from Mount Marty University to one of Yankton's greatest employers and friend of the community, Aztec. They're very proud to support the Mount Marty Lancers. The vision at Aztec is to build industry-changing solutions that create life-changing opportunities. And you can build a career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Best wishes, Mount Marty, from your friends at Aztec.
All right, back here in the Lancer Locker on KYNT 102.1 FM AM 1450. Just had in student athlete for the Mount Marty Lancer softball program in Megan Toplovich. Now we speak with the head coach, Coach Cassandra Brown, now in your second year as the head coach of the Mount Marty Lancers. Not second year as a head coach. You're a very experienced coach, especially for being a younger coach. It's really fun reading your resume. But let's talk about year two as the Lancer coach. What did you learn in your first year that you can then take into year two?
I think I learned more, it's about more making sure we're getting as much rest as possible going into my second year. And just listening to the girls more, figuring out what it is that, that they feel like really needs to work on and just being more collaborative as a coach.
And you play a lot of games. You talk about resting more.
Yes.
Play a lot of games, especially that pitching staff for y'all. I remember a senior who's now graduated in Mackenzie Gray who would put up, I think, 26 appearances on the year and had some incredible stats. I mean, 19 games started last year. Oh, man, she was a warrior.
Yes, she was. And we're glad to actually have her on staff this year as a graduate assistant. So glad to have her back.
Well, let's
in
start,
a different aspect, yes.
Yeah, let's start there instead of going to players. Let's go to the coaching staff. Can you run through who's helping you out this year?
Yeah, so we have Coach Kyle. He is our assistant coach. And then we have Mackenzie Gray as a graduate assistant. And then also Lily Nehigh, also as a graduate assistant, who was with us last year.
It's going to be really nice to have a couple of grad assistants helping you out as well.
Absolutely, definitely.
What is their role?
So Kenzie works with pitchers and catchers, and then Lily works a little bit with hitting in the corners, as that's where she played
Makes
last.
exactly sense,
Yes.
honestly. So let's go to now returning players before we get into some newcomers. We talked about Mackenzie Gray as a pitcher, but JC Hayen,
Yes.
Michaela Gronke, and Madison Justison, who all started games last year for you, those three are also back.
Yes, I'm excited to have all three of them back, especially to see the growth that they've had from last year to this year. I'm really excited to use all of them. And then we also have two other pitchers as well. We have Aaron that came in from a JUCO, and then an incoming freshman, Laney Van Zee. So we're excited to really see all them, use all of them this year.
That'll be really good. That'll be really good. Let's go to hitting, and we got to start with Megan, with Meemaw, who we just had in the booth.
Yes.
Can you tell me about your 7th year senior
Yes.
and what she brings to the field?
Just her as a person. She's very, very driven, hard worker. And she loves to hit, and that's to see where her swing is now. I'm excited for her last year, definitely.
A couple other hitters we got to touch on. KYNT Jacinto,
Yes.
who had an incredible year last year, batted .400 in her junior season. Senior year, you got to be excited for what she's going to do.
Yes, very excited. Like I said, they're all just very hardworking. We've been working really hard, been hitting actually a little bit more this year. And you can definitely see it. So I'm excited for us this year.
Let's go to some newcomers. You had mentioned to me before we turn on the mic, you brought in a couple of really good players. Can you give me a couple of them that we should be on the lookout for?
Yes, definitely. We definitely have two corners, two first basemen that came in. We have Brooke and Lily. They both play first base. We also have a few outfielders that came in from JUCO. And then we also have, like I said, our freshman pitcher that came in. I think that she'll do really good for us as well. And then we also have a freshman middle infielder as well too. So we're pretty young, but I'm excited to see what we're going to do because they've been working very hard.
So when you have a young team like that, what are some of the ways that maybe as a coach you do things a little bit differently? Because every coach does things differently when you have an old team or a young team. Is it a little more fundamentals in practice?
Absolutely. More fundamentals in practice and more just team bonding, making sure they have that chemistry on the field. So we've been doing a lot of more team bonding exercises so they can have that gelling while they're on the field as well. But like you said, just we're really hitting on fundamentals and just making sure that, that they're asking questions, maybe slowing down practice a little bit so they're able to get, what it is that they need from us as coaches, but also getting them as much reps as possible so they're comfortable with each other.
What were some of the team bonding things you've done?
We went bowling, and then we actually have a team retreat coming up the day before we practice. The day before our first game. So on February 7th, we open up on the 8th. We'll practice regular, they'll lift, and then we'll go into a team retreat.
I need to know who was the best bowler on the team. I need to know.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to go because my son was sick.
No.
And I was so sad that we missed it. But I can't remember who they told me who had the highest. I think they said actually one of the pitchers did, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But
Makes sense with the accuracy.
Yeah. And they had a lot of lanes going because we do have quite a bit of girls. So.
Oh, yeah. How many do you actually have on the roster?
We have 35 on the roster, and that's including JV as well.
Yeah, that's great numbers there, which is certainly something that is a good sign in your second year as a head coach. You're taking over a program that is established in the area that you can recruit for. Long term, though, we got to talk long term. You're only in year 2, but want to talk about the future.
Yes.
What are long term goals for the program in terms of growth and development?
Definitely being in that top 3 going into GPAC, and I don't think we're too far from that. But like you said, just having a JV program that we're able to develop to eventually, so they can just slide right on into varsity. So yes.
All right, let's go to the season itself and your upcoming schedule, which the games are not too far away. You're going to be playing in that dome over in Sioux Center, which is very nice that we have a dome just an hour and a half away.
Yes, grateful that we do.
And you're opening up against Culver Stockton February 8th, and then you're going to have Benedictine that same day, I believe, doubleheader.
Doubleheader, yes, correct.
So what are some of the things you want to see? Because the first game of the season is not going to be clean. You know that as a coach. You want it to be clean, but you know it's not going to be. But what are some of the things you really hope your team really does well?
Starting off, I really want us to make sure that we're making adjustments early, especially at the plate, and then also making sure we're recovering from mistakes quickly, not dwelling on them and just moving past them. But most importantly, I want them to make sure that they're playing as a team. That's always my number one goal, and to just make sure that they're competing every inning.
Conference play going to start for the Lancers this season on March 18th as you are hosting at Sertoma Field again here in Yankton, March 18th. So you got a little bit of time before conference play to really get things ironed out. And I assume when we talk about ironing things out, it's similar things that you just touched on.
Yes.
Those are the things you want to work on.
Yes, absolutely.
So when we get into home games here, which may be a little while, because of how cold it's been.
Yes. College of St. Mary's will be the first home game.
Home games not until a little later in March, so hopefully it'll be a little warmer.
Yes.
But can I get a message to Lancer fans to come out and support?
Yes, please come out and support us. We absolutely would love for everybody to come out and support us.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. And I'm sure we're going to talk again a couple of times this year. I'm looking forward to talking with a couple more of your athletes, especially after a great talk with your Mima as we started this, which is just hilarious.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
Long day, good day, either way, Yankton Pizza Ranch makes it easy. Our buffet is always ready with fresh pizzas, mouth-watering desserts, and the country's best chicken. No waiting, no stress, just grab a plate and enjoy. So when you need comfort made simple, make today a buffet day at Yankton Pizza Ranch. Buffet every day from 11 to 8.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
At Parker of Yankton, we are powered by the hard work of our employees, the loyalty of our customers, and the support of our community. Together, we're engineering success like never before. Looking to start the new year with a career where you're valued and appreciated? Join the Parker team today. Visit parker.com to apply. From all of us at Parker of Yankton, thank you for making this year unforgettable.
Parker, engineering your success.
To a fresh start and boundless opportunities, here's to a new year of success and celebration from all of us at Parker of Yankton.
Hey Lancer fans, time to hit the court at Lewis & Clark Ford. The Ford F-150 is your power forward, strong and ready for any challenge.
The Ford Escape is your point guard, fast, agile, and perfect for daily drives.
The Ford Explorer is your center, big, bold, and built for the whole team. Meet our new finance manager and sales manager, plus an all-new sales team, bringing fresh hustle and hometown heart.
Check out the full lineup at lewisandclarkford.com.
Lewis & Clark Ford, your home court for unbeatable deals, right at 4th and Capitol in Yankton.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Call Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykrow or visit them at Suite 101B Morgan Square in Yankton.
Mount Marty coverage on KYNT and KYN-TV courtesy of Michelob Ultra. The holidays are over and it's time for a new year. The year you vow to finally lose those extra pounds. Healthier food choices, more exercise, and Michelob Ultra. With just 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of Mich Ultra without compromising a healthier lifestyle. Live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Get some at your favorite place to buy beer.
All right, now back here for the final time on the Lancer Locker. Thank you to head coach Cassandra Brown from Mount Marty Softball for coming in and bringing Megan Toplovich along with her, one of the seniors on the Lancer program this year. Spoke with Lancer Softball today. It was a fun one. I always enjoy talking with some of those athletes, and we're going to have more of them in throughout the season, get a little more profiles, and get to know some of these student athletes a little bit better. We're also going to work with the men's baseball team as they are starting their season pretty soon as well. Try to get scheduled a couple of them to come in and talk with us. They start their season February 7th playing in Omaha. MMU versus MMU once again starting the year with Mount Marty University. They'll be playing in Omaha on that one. Well, that's about going to do it for us today. Once again, our upcoming schedule on KYNT. We got basketball action on Wednesday night versus Hastings. 6 o'clock tip-off. Men's, women's doubleheader as usual. Pre-game 5:15. I'll have coverage throughout that one. For the final time here tonight, thank you for listening. I've been Tel Tanner, and this has been the Lancer Locker. You've been listening